Hello my beauty family, I'm sitting here without any makeup on and it means just one thing, we're gonna check out new complexion product. So in today's video we're gonna review this baby and I'm so excited. We're gonna do a wear test. I'm gonna show you how other things apply on the top of this product. I'm so excited. Let's hope it's gonna work out for us because I have really high hopes, but we're here to check this out. So let's not waste our time and let's jump right into checking out this product. So the full name of this product is yummyskin Soothing Serum Skin Tint Foundation with peptides and ceramides that retails for $36. Because I'm a Rouge member, I was able to get an early access, so I got this a little bit earlier. I'm trying not to buy too many things, as you guys could hear from my previous videos, because I'm doing my project pan. I'm trying to use up stuff, which is so hard apparently, because you know, with the amount of stuff I'm buying, I want to try stuff. I want to show you how this or that works for me and is it actually worth the money, because I'm pretty familiar with good and bad formulas. But this baby, I have really high hopes, and this is a skin tint foundation which may give us very decent coverage. I'm usually looking for medium coverage. This is supposed to give you light, but that fact that, you know, if it's a buildable product and if it will help me to even out my skin tone, because you can tell that I do have some redness, I will be more than happy to recommend this product for people who's not looking for very high coverage. This is supposed to hydrate, smooth and correct, and I got this earlier, but officially when I checked out the Danessa Myricks site, I'm filming this on Monday, so I hope this video will be live on Tuesday. I really hope. I have some stuff to do, but I'm gonna do my best. On Sephora you could already buy this, but on the Danessa Myricks official site it's available on June 20th. There are almost no reviews on this product, and that's why I decided that, hey, let's check this out. Because I do love checking stuff out. I don't like to be influenced by someone, because I do like to form my own opinion. I love to hear people's thoughts. There's always a spot for me to make my own mind, you know what I mean? And when I was choosing the shade, I was very confused, just because you're getting 16 shades, which is not too many. It's a skin tint, so it can be quite flexible. I got a shade 1, which I thought would be great. I was kind of like, you know, frustrated to see first color being not neutral. This is number 1, very fair skin with golden yellow undertones. It looked like my color on the picture, but when I swatched this, guys, I don't know, we'll see. Will I be able to make this work? Because it doesn't look like any of those pictures, and that's the thing, that when you're ordering online, you know, it's hard for you to kind of like see the colors in real life. But we do have here 45 milliliters, which is pretty good size. It has 12 months of a shelf life. It's made in China, and also it has a squeezable tube. The tube by itself looks very nice and very, you know, very well made. It is vegan, cruelty free and gluten free. It's supposed to give you light coverage, as I already mentioned. It does have collagen. It is fragrance free. Also we do have ceramides. I do really like ceramides in my skincare, and I like peptides. I don't know how good it is in a makeup product, because I don't really believe that, you know, if you will use this specific product without good skincare, it will benefit you in such a long term. You obviously have to use good skincare. Remember that, even though it claims to have so many benefits, it's a good addition. Yes, absolutely. Love it, but don't rely on a makeup product that has everything you're supposed to use in your stage of the skincare. Just do your skincare and just, you know, do a good addition with using good makeup. It does have also cactus extract. This is an antioxidant, which is really great as well. So overall it's supposed to kind of like give you a radiant finish, soothe your skin and protect it from environmental stressors, which is really nice, and we're here to try this. I'm excited. So it's really easy to squeeze the product, and I'm gonna do that today. I decided to use 2 different primers. I do know that my Dior Forever Glow Veil primer works really good. I'll use this one on one side because I know that it works great, and I do want to use something else, and I'm thinking I don't want to use anything too dewy or too mattifying. You know what, let's do this. Let's use Charlotte Tilbury Magic Serum, because it will plump my skin, but it will not do too much. And honestly, for the skin tint, I feel like this combo may be very winning, in case that, you know, this may give me extra glow, but if the skin tint has that, you know, glowy finish, it may be possibly too much. But you know, we never know. I am dry sensitive skin. Overall, like I mentioned in probably gazillion times, I may get combo. So let's do this. I'm gonna apply on my left side my Dior primer, and I do really like how beautiful and soothing it is. What I've also read, and it was completely accidentally, Apparently this skin tint, the best use, what Danessa Myricks recommend you to do is to use either brush or your fingertips. So with a brush you can do just lightly, will buff it. With your fingertips you will melt the product onto your skin. I usually use my beauty blender for most of the cases. I don't know, I just found myself, you know, it's almost working like your fingers. I don't like using my fingers personally unless it's something like you know, sunscreen or something like that that's kind of like going into my face. I'm literally saying this while applying primers using my fingers. I do like applying stuff like that with my fingers, but if there is foundation or any type of complexion product that's gonna give me coverage, that feeling that my fingertips are gonna be covered with this, I'm like, oh, I can't deal with this. Absolutely not. I mean, it happens sometimes when I use like concealer and stuff. I always recommend people to use their finger if they want that seamless blend, like very minimalistic look. But if you do need some coverage, it's not gonna work out so well. Immediately you see that this piece looks so smooth and nice, like subtle glow. This looks dewy, and they are very different, but I love them so much. Definitely very pricey options. I should have probably used one of the drugstore's options, but let's just go with this. And for the foundation, I'm going to use my Sephora foundation brush. It's number 56, and I still want to apply this product on the back of my hand. The color immediately looks light on me, so guys, if the color is gonna be, it's gonna be off. Oh, I look ghosty. Yeah guys, the thing is, on the picture it didn't look so ghosty. That's the point I was trying to make, that it's really difficult to get a complexion product when there is not a lot of colors available, because I remember when I was getting first time my Charlotte Tilbury foundation that I love a lot, that works for me really beautifully. It's a beautiful skin foundation. I got shade number 2 because I thought that, you know, number 1 looked very pale on the picture, but you know, it's oxidizing, so number 2 is way too dark for me. Actually, I was able to blend this. It's still slightly lighter than I would prefer, but brush works with this so beautifully. Oh my god, it's definitely giving me kind of like light medium, I would say, even coverage. I hate doing this, but I'm gonna use my fingers on other side, and this is gonna be just something I would probably never do. So I want you to see that it's oxidizing based on this side and this side. You can immediately say, even just by looking like that, what is happening here? Oh, it's peeling. Why it's peeling? Okay, hold on, I'm gonna use a brush just to try to finish blending this, because it is, oh no, it's peeling, guys. Okay guys, so since I haven't expected to see something like that right away, I had to take care of my hair, and we're gonna just apply this product on my forehead. I'm gonna look up close because something wacky is happening on my right side, and I'm kind of thinking that it didn't work out with my Charlotte Tilbury serum, which I wouldn't think that it would happen. I definitely can tell you that I would be able to work with this product by itself. Even though I like medium coverage, it does even out my skin tone very beautifully, but I have no idea what is happening on my skin on my right side, and honestly, I have no idea how it's gonna work out for us today. I am trying to just add some color on my nose because my nose is getting very red. Honestly, working with a brush works literally the best. So now I'm using my beauty blender and I'm applying this product under my eyes. I didn't mean to do this, but from other side, you know guys, when I'm on a go, I skip concealer most of the time just because I use medium coverage foundation. So honestly guys, whatever tool is working for you, use that, because beauty blender, it's not a beauty blender, it's just a sponge, but oh my god, it oxidized and it became my perfect color. Like, do you see that? Do you remember my ghost face like a couple minutes ago? I literally had a ghost face, but look at me now. I'm looking at myself up close and I'm not loving the texture. This side is still peeling. What is happening there? I just can't make this work on that side. With the way how it's blending and you can build this, honestly, I could literally build this to the good intensity. I can't probably build solid medium coverage, but I'm very satisfied with the way it looks on my skin. I want to warn you that if you think that the lightest color will work for you and you have lighter skin tone than I do, I mean, look at this. Like, even when you're looking at this color here versus what's on my face, it's so tricky. It is oxidizing, so be aware of that. It's up to you if you want to try this. I just was expecting a little bit bigger shade range from Danessa Myricks. So for my bronzer today, I do want to use product that's, you know, non-problematic at all, and that just works beautifully. I do want to use my LYS bronzer stick because I love it. This side is a problematic side, remember guys, so I'm very cautious about this side. Ooh, actually it made my skin tint very smooth looking. I do want to mention that my skin is not in a bad condition in any way. I do have some random pimples. If it's a good skin tint, it's gonna work with my skin really nicely. I don't like this sticky feeling and my face is very tacky. This color of a skin tint is perfect for my neck area. I didn't even blend this towards my neck, it literally went into this. And honestly, I would prefer something a little bit deeper right now as for the summertime. Actually, it's not too bad. And for my blush, I do want to use my NARS Afterglow liquid blush in the shade Orgasm. Guys, I can't do anything with myself if I'm loving something. It becomes my staple. I really like this product, even though it's pretty expensive. This color is still my favorite. It gives me just that gorgeous flushed look, and honestly, every time when I have some meetings or stuff like that, I do wear this blush because I feel like it's just really soft and it works so beautifully with all the bronzers I have. And this liquid is the easiest liquid to blend. This formula is just so user-friendly. Oh, I love my cheeks. Lately I've been loving applying a little bit of a blush on my forehead just to tie this all look together. You know what, guys, I found in my collection and I wanted to try this for some time. I used to love this so much. This is Neutrogena Hydro Boost Illuminator in clear shade. I guess that's the name. No, it's a Moonstone Tan. Okay, so I used to love this, and honestly I barely remember how it looks on the skin. I wonder, hold on, I know this video is not about this product, but let me try to melt this down and kind of apply the... Oh, okay. So apparently I needed to break the seal after not using this for some time, because now when I'm applying this, it gives me very nice and soft look. Okay, so I'm actually applying this on my hand and then dipping my finger in this, and believe it or not, it works. It's very cute. Like when I'm moving my face, it gives me just subtle glow, but you would never guess that I'm wearing highlighter. That's the whole thing about this product. Okay, so we do have this going on my face. I feel like it's a really nice fresh look. I do want to finish my whole look. I'm gonna come back and tell you how my face looks overall, because when I applied actually other products on the top, I don't think it looks too bad. I do see some texture though, and for some reason the whole texture situation is on this side. I wonder, maybe I should have blended this faster, because when I started using my fingers it just got so messy that I freaked out for a second. But at this point I will be able to see from both sides, right? But honestly, you know, this like bronzer, blush, highlighter situation, everything applied on the top very nicely, but I still see the texture. That's interesting. I'm very curious to see how it's gonna work out. I'm kind of like loving hating this at this point, but let me do my makeup. I'm gonna come back to you and we'll discuss how it looks with whole face of makeup done, and I'm so excited to do the wear test, so stay tuned. Okay guys, so I'm back and my makeup is ready. I decided to go with a really natural look, which you would say, is it you, Victoria? Yes, I can do really nice neutral glowy looks. Lately I've been really into this. I do love this kind of like monochromatic vibe, love it. But it's not about that. Let's talk about this new skin tint from Danessa Myricks. So far when I'm looking at my skin, it doesn't look bad. This side, definitely something up with this side. I don't know what's happening. I probably need to use this serum again with the skin tint and just see what's going on. I may do this tomorrow before actually posting this video, so I can leave my thoughts in the description box. But my face still a little tacky. It's not as tacky as it used to be, but still it's tacky, which is so weird to feel. It definitely gives you coverage wise kind of like light medium coverage, but honestly when you're looking at my skin, it is pretty glowy. At first I thought that it's like, okay, it's kind of like close to the natural look, but then I looked at my skin and damn guys, it is glowy. It is glowy, that's for sure. I want to mention again that I didn't blend this towards my neck area, and it just goes right in. I'm very pale. If you're even more pale than I am, the lightest color may be a little bit too dark for you, which is so frustrating that there's just 16 shades. Like, I wanna love this because this side looks just so beautiful. It just looks flawless basically. But from the other side, like, I don't know what's happening here. This is so weird. I guess we'll see how it's gonna wear throughout the day. It is a little tacky, but it's not that greasy feel. You know how it feels like? It feels like my Bobbi Brown foundation. So Bobbi Brown, I'm specifically talking about this foundation. foundation. This is Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation, this one. And it does give me very tacky feel to this. It feels not like that light texture, like serum texture. This kind of reminds me of the foundation texture-wise, but not coverage-wise, which is so interesting because I'm like, it gives me flashbacks. Like, I feel like I have something like that, and yep, that's the Bobbi Brown, that's the one. Anyway guys, I'm so excited to do a wear test and tell you how this skin tint will wear throughout the day. My nose is literally destroyed. I'm gonna try to make this work again because it kind of gets red again, which is so sad. But I mean, the overall look is just like, look at my skin, it's glowy, it's beautiful, it's fresh, and it's just right amount of coverage. So let's do the wear test. I'm gonna come back to you at the end of this day and we're gonna talk about this whole launch and is it worth your money? We'll see. Okay guys, and here we meet again. So I've been wearing this Serum Skin Tint for 9.5 hours. There's some stuff I want to point out for you so you'll be aware before purchasing this product. Considering this being Serum Skin Tint, I do think that it kind of differs from other serum products that I've used before. Like for example, if we're talking about Ilia Serum Skin Tint, it's very liquidy, it's definitely different texture. It didn't give me as quite of the feel like this gave me, which was really interesting because it doesn't remind me any serum based products. Serum products usually very liquidy, they are very lightweight. This didn't feel as lightweight. This felt almost like foundation type of the product, which is so interesting. I did compare this to my Bobbi Brown foundation because texture wise it does feel the same. The reason why I'm saying this is because when you apply this it's a little bit heavier, so you do need to work your way out and it will build up beautifully. I did recognize my mistake when I was applying this on my right side. I felt like, you know, base was the product, but then I had to erase this on my nose and I had to reapply other product, and I felt like what happened actually, I applied way too much right away with my fingers and I didn't blend this real fast. So when you're not blending this fast enough, it kind of sits and you can't move this because it kind of like stick to your skin, if it makes any sense. It does feel still a little tacky, but it was very tacky when I was initially applying this. Then within like some time it got almost like mattifying. This is so weird. It was like changing on my face. When my oil started to come out, my skin looked glowier, but I did really enjoy this glow within. It doesn't look greasy, it doesn't feel greasy. It almost like your skin is glowy within, and I was trying not to apply any shimmers. That's why I used my liquid blush, I used cream bronzer, and honestly I used even very natural looking highlighter to kind of smooth out the whole experience and to see what's actually going on. So I did actually like how it looked on my skin. There are some areas that are problematic in my situation. I have a T-zone that's problematic, and since it was really hot outside today, it was 80 something degrees, which was kind of like weird because we did have some cold days as well. And at this point I was walking with dog a lot, and you can tell from looking at my hands that are scratched all over. We have a puppy, so you see my nose, it's not even a nice. Over here you can see that there's definitely some pimple coming out. Around my mouth there's some stuff that's going on, and also on my forehead, basically my T-zone. If you have dry skin like I do, my suggestion to you, build it right away. Make sure your skin is prepped if you do want to use this. Make sure it's nice, make sure that you're exfoliating, just because all those small particles of your skin, this is gonna catch on this. This is not really easy to blend, but it is possible to get a very flawless finish. Like when I'm looking at my skin right now, I do realize that it's been a hot minute, but I do really like how it looks in the camera. Even when I'm looking in the camera, I like how it looks in the mirror. There is some stuff obviously I don't like. It claims to give you light coverage, but it does give you very solid light medium coverage, and it is buildable. The only issue I have is just you have to work your way through. So when I'm looking at my skin up close, I do see my problematic part, but the rest of my face looks very nice. I do really like the finish. And honestly, my cheeks and all the products that I applied all of the cream or liquid products, and everything was applied on top very beautifully. Everything was almost like smoothing out the texture, and honestly my skin looks even better when there is something else on the top of this product. It does oxidize, you could tell when I applied this on my skin right away. I had a ghost face, like ghost face. literally. So she's recommended to look at your chest and basically match you by that. It's very smart when we're talking about skin tints. The thing is, if you're looking at my chest, it is a little bit red, but it does match me perfectly. But it's not what I'm looking for my summer shade, especially when I'm going to be using this right now. If I will try number 2 and it's too dark, then I will stick to this one, and I'm gonna just have this in my collection to play with this. Any other foundation, even Makeup by Mario, that looks so big, it does have 30 milliliters. Here you have 45. I was kind of like thinking about all of the products I've been shade matching people in Sephora, and I'm thinking about one specific skin tint, and it was from One Size, and One Size has a skin tint. It's like a BB cream. So that tint actually reminds me of this one quite a bit, but that one is more blurry. Meanwhile, this gives you like radiant finish. If I'm gonna have something else to tell you, I'm gonna leave it in the description box down below. I do wanna film a TikTok with this, so most likely I'm gonna try this before actually posting this video. I'm thinking about trying this with my sunscreen, which I was really scared to do this because even though I know that my sunscreen usually works with foundations I'm wearing, it doesn't give me a great wear test. So that's why I kind of like was working with just primers and serums. Also, I asked other people to tell me what they think about my skin. Does it look different? And I got a comment that first of all, it doesn't look as glowy as normally. This is because I didn't use a highlighter, like actual highlighter, or I didn't use any blushes with actual shimmer and mica. But other thoughts were that I look more matte, that's what I told you. It was kind of like first few hours after application, I did look a little bit matte, which was so crazy. But then when my oils kind of started to break through, my skin looks very glowy and dewy. And I feel like it does look really good, except of that fact that it doesn't wear so beautifully on the problematic areas. So if you do have problematic areas, if you don't have perfect skin, you may struggle a little because, yeah, it's a little tricky. That's for sure. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for today. Definitely leave me your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think about this new product from Danessa Myricks. Are you gonna pick this up? What are your general thoughts about this product? I'd love to know your opinion, guys. I also want to know if you have oily skin, does it work for you? Because when I'm looking at my T-zone that, had more oils coming through, and I see this whole crazy pieces, I don't think that it's gonna be very, user-friendly for oily girlies out there. But if you are oily girly and if you try this, leave me your thoughts down below. I'd love to know how it works for you. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Definitely don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you still haven't. And let's learn new Ukrainian word. Today I decided to tell you how to say review in Ukrainian. So if you want to say review in Ukrainian, you would say it like огляд. 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 And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for staying till the end of this video. I love you all very much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.